Yo, we are back, guys, and this is our regular season finale against the homie, the Prince. You guys know him, the Twitch fam stand up. This is our ThePrinceAldo, and going into the finale, guys, we're tied 6-2, man. So the winner of this match takes home the second seed going into the playoffs, which means we get a first week bye, meaning if we were to win, we won't have to play in the first round of playoffs. So that is a goal here. That is definitely the goal here. That is one less playoff round we would have to play. So the ThePrinceAldo, he is 6'2", having an extremely strong season. This is one of his best seasons I've seen him play. I think he's played every season so far of the NGC. So definitely a very strong season coming out of him. And yeah, as you guys might know, it wasn't that long ago he made the finals. So, anyways, very strong showing from the ThePrinceAldo and a very nice team. Very strong play. So, I'm gonna read off his team really quick. He has Mega Latios, Ferrothorn, Rotom-Wash, Nidoking, which I'm very scared of. Mimikyu, I'm also scared of. Mantine, Cantonian Weezing, Tyrantrum, Bronzong, Hitmonlee, Day Lycanroc, Scrafty, and Mega Heracross. So, yeah, I will tell you right here, whenever I play Aldo, the three Pokemon that really terrify me, we have Mega Latios, but the two I'm most terrified of is Nidoking and Mimikyu. I feel Mimikyu's a problem here, so, in practice I struggled against Mimikyu, so I think my best way to take that out is to bring Necrozma, because it has, what is that one move? Photon Geyser, which ignores the target's abilities, meaning we don't care for Mimikyu's disguise. So, as you see in the battle, we will be trying to utilize that to our advantage. So I fully expect them to bring, as Mega Latios, it's hard to see Mimikyu and Nidoking not coming. And then his last three Pokemon, I'm just going to assume are Ferrothorn for hazard stacking, Rotom-Wash as a pivot, as a levitate Pokemon, and the last one I have no idea here. I think it's either going to be Weezing or Lycanroc. And the Weezing makes more sense because you get another levitate mon, you get defog, you get a nice taunter, haze is pretty good, so I'm gonna assume it's Weezing, but definitely Latios, Mimikyu, and Nidoking, so I'm terrified of that trio. If we could take down the Mimikyu and Nidoking, I think we could win for this matchup and a potential playoff matchup, so that's what I'm going to focus on. I know I'm trying to compete for a bye week, but at the same time, matching up against Aldo in a week or two is very likely in the playoffs. I'm not going to reveal my hand. And for the first time ever in NGC history, I'm not going to bring a Mega. I think Mega Mawile is actually pretty good this matchup, but I'm going to save that for a potential playoff match. So we're going to try to be cute here. We're going to try to win this match without a Mega though. So it's going to be a little tricky, but I think we could get the damn job done as long as we could bypass Mimikyu and Nidoking, in my opinion. So I'm going to bring these Pokemon. We're leaving Mega Mawile on the bench, but I would normally bring it if it was like a do or die match, which this week obviously isn't. Like, my season still goes on if we lose this week, but we'll have to play all 3 rounds of playoffs, obviously. So we're gonna bring a Choice Scarf pivoting Hydreigon, Calm Mind Raikou. I think Raikou's actually pretty fabulous this week. Both my Passimian and Slaking have Assault Vest. The main reason behind that is, I'll keep repeating it, I'm scared of Nidoking. Nidoking's a big threat, and one of his best Pokemon on the special attacking spectrum. But Passimian should be able to eat any attack from Nidoking and OHKO back with Earthquake, I believe. or have like it has like an 80% chance to OHKO with Earthquake. So yeah, both my Passimian and Slaking have Assault Vest, mainly for Nidoking and Latios. My last Pokemon, I forgot what I had at first. I thought Accelgor was actually pretty decent this match. I think most of his Pokemon are under 80 HP, so I had Accelgor at first. But I figured Sneasel. Sneasel's awesome. You get strong priority. Sneasel really likes going up against both Mega Latios and Nidoking. And we could just click knockoff. So we get Choice Band knockoff, Choice Band Ice Shard. What's not to like here? So, and if he does some shenanigans, like sub Nidoking or even the Mimikyu, if Mimikyu wants to switch in, we have triple Axle, so we hit multiple times, breaking sub, breaking Mimikyu's disguise. So I think Sneasel's really good this week. So we're gonna bring that, and the secret weapon. I mean, it's not really much of a secret, but it's our Necrozma. Once again, I'll explain it. Mimikyu has disguise. You have to hit it at least once to do any damage to it. But Necrozma's signature attack does not care for disguise, so that's the game plan here. My Necrozma is going to have weakness policy. If he wants to, I mean, if you see Necrozma, you're going to want to get off the field. It could set up in multiple ways, you know, Calm Mind, Dragon Dance, which we're bringing. We're actually bringing weakness policy, physical Dragon Dance this week. So that is the game plan. That is the game plan. My lead, as of now, is going to be Choice Scarf Hydreigon, so I could U-turn out and see what he's going to lead with. Or Necrozma. It depends what I think he's going to lead. Either Hydreigon or Necrozma are my leads. Both have fire attacks. I think I'm going to lead the Hydreigon though, because if he brings Ferrothorn, I expect him to lead it, try to stack spikes, try to do Stealth Rock, you know how it is. So we'll just do Fire Blast or you turn out of there. So that is my team. Once again, we're not going 100%. Because we might be seeing this guy very soon again in the playoffs, so it'd be very foolish to go 100% in my opinion. Just like with the that boy top battle, I didn't bring my heat. But yeah, winner here secures the second seed. So very interesting battle. Very interesting battle. We're gonna try to get that first week bye, but anything could happen here. Big ups to Aldo for his fabulous season, man. Easily one of his best seasons he's done. And a very gnarly team. A bunch of Pokemon he's used before, a bunch of Pokemon he's familiar with. So much props to him. Rah! See you guys on the battlefield. Rah! What it do, baby? We are back. Regular season finale against Aldo. Kind of switched it up on me. What happened here is, I believe this is going to be Mega Latios, and then regular Heracross. But anyways, guys, this battle happened nearly a week ago. Normally, I record these episodes. I record my post-game commentary like the same day as the battle. But what ended up happening is I caught COVID. So when this battle actually happened, the virus was barely kicking in. So I had to rest up. I was in no condition to record this. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly, but we're good now. We're about to go back to work a week later. So forgive me, I might not remember how this battle went. But as you can see, I brought my 6, and he switched it up. I didn't expect both Heracross and Latios to come. And then I didn't think Ferrothorn. I didn't think Bronzong would come instead of Ferrothorn. So, yeah, he brought Bronzong, which is a pretty smart move. He took away his 4 times weakness to fire. So, even though I don't have a fire Pokemon on my squad, we have a lot of fire coverage if need be. So, yeah, he brought Bronzong for whatever reason. But anyways, my leads were either going to be Scarf Hydreigon, U-turn out of there, turn 1, or it's going to be Necrozma, and it turns out I opt to go Necrozma. Just because if he leaves Mimikyu, I don't want him Sword Dancing turn 1. That's something Aldo would do behind the skies. So I end up going Necrozma. Let's do this battle. It's been a week, maybe 8 days since this battle happened, so I'm gonna have to remember what happened. So anyways, I opt to go Necrozma here, and he goes Mimikyu. He goes Mimikyu, and smartly enough, he doesn't go for the Shadow Claw because he probably expects a weakness policy, I think. He misses Play Rough. Go figure. Go figure. I talk shit about Play Rough missing so often, and it missed for him, so he's off to a bad start already. He didn't do Shadow Claw. He didn't want to proc my weakness policy turn 1, but he misses Play Rough, so that hurts for him. Now he does Shadow Claw for whatever reason. Activates my weakness policy, and I go Dragon Dance to try to set up pressure early game. So he does Shadow Sneak, almost kills me thanks to a critical hit. That would have been disastrous. Here we go, Photon Geyser. So we have weakness policy going on and a +1 in speed. So we are looking tasty. We are looking really tasty here. He goes Mega Latios, so we know his Mega now. And I go Shadow Claw, which Okos. So we killed 2 Pokemon in the first few turns. He goes Bronzong. This is what Bronzong's here for. Shadow Claw, he lives it. I don't think he calced for that, but he lives it and knocks out my Necrozma. Now, if he brought Ferrothorn instead, my Heat Wave, my +2 Heat Wave would have O-code Ferrothorn, I want to guess. So it turns out being a smart move on his part, bringing Bronzong instead. I go Passimian. I could just U-turn out for the kill, so that's what we're planning to do. Try to get a cheeky kill. We U-turn out, get our 3rd kill. Half of his squad's done. Half of his squad's destroyed on turn 6. So we go Hydreigon. He goes Heracross. I believe I opt to go. Instead of Fire Blast, we go Draco Meteor and get a critical hit. And instead of Mega Horn or some bug move, I guess Mega Horn, he goes for Bullet Siege. So I think this is a misplay on his part. I'm not sure what's going on here. And we Draco Meteor. We're choice locked into Draco Meteor. I figured I'll just spam it and until he kills me. We Draco Meteor again. Not the smartest play on my part. He Hydro Pumps. Low key, this Hydreigon, especially if I make it bulky, is going to be one of my best ways to take on Rotom, since we resist both water and electric type attacks. So I'll keep that in mind for any playoff bout. We'll bring Hydreigon for this damn Rotom, because Rotom needs to be respected as well. We eat Hydro Pump, so he's leftovers. I do another Draco Meteor for Chip. He goes for Thunder Wave and he misses, so RNG is not in his favor so far this match. I figure why not save the Hydreigon, because we're Choice Scarf. If anything, I could do Chip on Nidoking later. So what I do is I go into Raikou expecting Volt Switch or T-Bolt or something, or maybe another Thunder Wave, and he goes for Hydro Pump, I believe. He goes for Hydro Pump. He does good damage. That's almost a 2-hit KO. So, and then I go back to Hydreigon. This time our special attack is back to normal, so I could drop a Draco on anyone here. On Rotom or Nidoking switching. Bye bye Rotom. So Hydreigon gets a kill. We haven't used Hydreigon much this season, but it got a kill. Here comes Nidoking. I do Draco, but we're at -2, so we don't kill it or anything. And he kills me with a Sludge Wave. So he has 1 Pokemon left. We have 4 left over. I just come in. At this point, it's my game. I decide who gets a kill here, and I opt to go Sneasel. I haven't used Sneasel as much as I wanted to this season, but I love it. I love Sneasel, how cheap it is and what it does. It brings something fabulous to the team. A much needed 115 base speed, it gives me priority in Ice Shard, and it gives me knockoff, stab knockoff. So I believe we just finished off the game with Banded Ice Shard, and that's it. GG. Much easier than I expected. We didn't even need a Mega, so I didn't reveal all my cards, and that concludes my regular season. So I end up 7-2, which is crazy because starting off the season when we had, I think we were 1-2, 2 losses. I was not feeling myself back then. I was thinking this was one of my worst seasons, but we ended up scorching hot. So a very nice rebound to the season. I'm really loving the team. And a lot of good Pokemon. So I really want to make this work. We didn't reveal what Slaking had at all. I never saw the field. We didn't really use Raikou. Once again, I'm not really sure if Passimian's going to be a play in a potential rematch. Hydreigon's like whatever, but Sneasel and Necrozma put in the fattest of work. Everyone else, we didn't reveal shit. So, yeah. I mean, he brought his strongest Pokemon. He brought strong options. So going into a rematch, I think I should have the upper hand. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. We finish off the 2nd seed, so we don't have to play the 1st round of the playoffs. And, yeah, thank you guys for viewing this season. Let's get into playoffs, man. Only 2 more wins needed to finally become a champion. That is the goal here. So, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Please drop a like for both me and the Prince. Later.